Okay, so this week for this assignment, we were asked to reverse engineer a website. So for this task, I have used my SQL Workbench. Let me share my screen so I can show you. Let's share. We're going to do advanced so that you should be able to see everything. Cool. Okie dokie. So over here, you can obviously Pinterest, and over here, you can see my workbench. So first things first, we're gonna go through how Pinterest works right after it loads. So how Pinterest works, I mean, for those that don't already know, we can take an image and we can save it to a board as a user. I can take like this image, it already kind of shows me what I should save it to, which is nice. Like save that to funny or this to Disney and all that kind of stuff. And so then let's say, let's go to dresses. I've got a lot of these. I'm just gonna go down to dresses. And there you'll see the pin inside of the dresses board. So over here, I have, using those mechanics, I've gone through and I have made a model using my SQL Workbench. And we're gonna make this a wee bit smaller because you don't need to see Pinterest anymore. Bam. So here we obviously have the user, and the user is one entity that can hold multiple user boards. Obviously, you saw how many I had. Let's move myself back into frame there. So, and one user board, like a board that has pins in it, can obviously have multiple pins. So it's a one to many scale and then another one to many scale, since the user board has many pins in it. So down here, let me take you through all of these guys one by one so you can see the different data and how it's used. So we have the Pinterest user ID, their password, and their name. Only the user ID needs a primary key, and the rest of these are obviously can't be null because it's what helps take all of that stuff using the ID and putting it into the Pinterest user board over here. So then we go from here, which has this, to here. And here we've got the pin board ID and its name, since you can name your boards different stuff, like how I have dresses. And then we have the pin number, which we'll get to. The pin number is actually what links us down here to the Pinterest pin itself, to the actual image that we're placing into the board. So you can see here, pin num matches up with pin num over here. And of course, we have the saved where, which also tells us which board it was saved into. That should be pretty much a basic model of how Pinterest works. I'm sure there's probably other processes that go on in the background, but for now, this is pretty much a basic understanding of how Pinterest works. So we're going to stop sharing there, and that was my video.